All right, if you are interested in a life on Mars, listen up. NASA unveiled their 3D printed Martian habitat. It's a place 4 volunteers will live for a year in a simulated Mars experience to conduct different types of missions. The study is meant to test what life could be like in future missions, possibly during the 2030s. A 3D printed 1,700 square foot home dubbed Mars Dune Alpha will house volunteers for a year. It's called CHAPI, which stands for Crew Health and Performance Exploration Analog. The Martian habitat was installed at the Johnson Space Center in Texas. It has 2 bathrooms, a vertical farm to grow vegetables, a room dedicated to medical care, an area for relaxing, several workstations, and a lot of red sand. This will become home to 4 people this summer.
So the habitat was 3D printed. That is one of the technologies that NASA is looking at as a potential to build habitats on other planetary or lunar surfaces. This is a general work area, so they'd be doing a lot of activities in here, general science activities in here.
The idea is to monitor their physical and mental health to better understand humans' fortitude for such a long isolation. With that data, NASA will better understand astronauts' resource use on Mars. Now, the mission comes with very strict limitations. An airlock corridor leads to an outdoor reconstruction of the Martian environment, though it's still located inside the Johnson Space Center hangar. Now, several pieces of equipment astronauts would likely use are scattered around the red sand-covered floor.
So this is a greenhouse on the Mars surface. This is a fuel cell. This is a weather station. This is a solar panel. And these are just different elements that we have on the Mars surface that will come into play as the crew does their timeline and does different maintenance and activities that we expect for Mars.
There is also a treadmill on which the make-believe astronauts will then walk suspended from straps to simulate the red planet's lesser gravity. 4 volunteers will use the treadmill to simulate long trips outside to collect samples, gather data, or build infrastructure.
Out here they can put on their suits and open the door to the outside, so then this area is no longer pressurized. When they come back in, they'll have to repressurize before they take off their suits and go back in.
The members of the first experiment team have yet to be named, but the agency stated that selection will follow standard NASA criteria for astronaut candidate applicants, with a heavy emphasis on backgrounds in science, technology, engineering, and math. For more in-depth stories and world headlines, log on to SATLUJTV.com. Thank you for watching. I'm Ginger Jeffries.